Trading the foreign exchange market carries high risk and may not be suitable for all investors. Trading on margin, utilizing leverage can carry an even higher level of risk that can lead to a complete loss of investment funds. So before deciding to trade the foreign exchange market or using any of our software alert products, you should carefully and diligently consider your personal investment objectives, level of experience, and risk tolerance. There is a possibility that you could potentially sustain significant loss. You should not invest any capital or trade that you cannot afford to lose. It is your responsibility to be aware of and understand all risks associated with foreign exchange trading and to seek professional advice from an independent certified financial advisor if you have any doubts. Auvoria Prime does not exercise trading authority over your trades. You and you alone exercise discretionary trading authority over every trade.
I believe I said the GBP CAD, NZD, and GU. So first of all, let's look at the CAD. I took losses last night. Let me take a look. Actually, I took losses last night on CAD, which is crazy because I was short ever since yesterday, and it did its final push up today. I'll actually review it with you guys. So let's just pull it up. So here we got the 1 hour sell alert, right? Pull up CAD real quick. And as you guys know, I like to use Trading View for my chart markups, but I'll show it to you guys AIRO first, and then we'll go to Trading View. All right. So check it out, guys. And I kind of like that extra space. All right, so we're inside the money zone. Here's our bounce off of this supply. Here's our arrow, and if we go to the demand zone, right? So do you still enter in short now that it's already in this demand zone? We don't really know. Let's take a bigger picture. So let's zoom out to the 4 hour. Let's see what the 4 hours potentially doing, right? Here's what I will say about GBP CAD. So as we all can see, it's just been bouncing in between, our supply and demand zones in a nice consolidation or a range, okay? Even though it's been bouncing like this, we have to understand that the momentum has been down, and any kind of pullback up or push up has been very limited, guys, okay? You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, 10 hits to this zone or this level, right at the same price level, okay? 170, 170, I would say is the max. It never went above that, guys, okay? So now you've got a change in momentum right here and a signal of a short sale on the 1 hour time frame. Come on. I don't know why it went all the way back here. That's crazy. All right, you've got the signal of the short on the 1 hour time frame. So what I personally like to do, since it already is in this demand zone right here, this is also support, okay? Understanding that it is 9 o'clock in the morning, guys. The equity house opens at 9:30, okay? I still expect a small pullback or a single candle pullback or some type of retracement, which will allow me to get in at a better price opportunity than where it currently is, okay? This is a long bearish candle. So what I want to show you guys is I'll go to Sherman 32. Yeah, I'll go to Trading View and show you guys what we're looking at on GCAD 1 hour. All right. Just bear with me. Oh, that's not it. GBP CAD. Boom. So what we're first going to do, let's take a look at the daily time frame. Okay. Let's see what is going on in the overall bigger picture, right? So we've got down movement, pullback, down movement, pullback, right? All of this candles right here, these candles on the daily time frame still closing, guys, below this 50 moving average. All right. That's something we have to take into consideration. We also have to take into consideration, as I showed you guys on the 4 hour, this consolidation how limited its bull moves have been. Okay. Each bull move was met with a lot of bear aggressiveness, right? Bull aggressive, bull aggressive, bull exhaustion, aggressive bear move. Okay. So that's something that we have to take into consideration. Now, what I do is, am I going to get into this on a short sale? Absolutely. I trust AIRO. Not only that, I already see that, as I was previously stating, we're stalled out at the high. Now we got this long engulfing bear momentum candle. Okay. Does that mean that it's just going to drop to hell, guys? No, absolutely not. That's not necessarily what it means. In order for it to break below this low right here, this yellow line, it's got to break this structure with a nice 3 candle break of structure that I told you guys a couple of weeks ago. And then that would signify, that it could have a lot more potential low bear movement left in it, right? So this is the candle that the alert from AIRO came on. And as I said earlier, it's at the demand zone, right? Which is also support. So that's not necessarily something that we want to just enter just yet. Anytime price, guys, hits a support or resistance that already had some type of history of rejection at it, more times than not, guys, it's going to do a pullback to some degree. Okay, understand that. So if you blindly just enter that short right here, I mean, you're going to get some drawdown, which is perfectly fine. But why not try to see where is a possible entry to even set a pending, or where is a better area for a market execution entry? Okay. Now, since that alert came from the hour chart, that's going to be, quote unquote, my, I would say my entry setup, right? My entry setup, because it gave me the entry right here, but it's not the entry setup. So I want to find my structure. All right. So I'm going to mark my structure for you guys real quick. The 3 structure areas that I look for. Okay. Immediately, I look for stop loss. Immediately, I look for a potential take profit area. And then I look for a potential entry, right? That's on my daily. Okay. So my structure, if this short sale was to go against me, so far my stop loss is up here, my TP is down here, my entry is somewhere right where we're at, right? So we'll drop down to the 1 hour and we redefine what we're looking at. Okay. From this high to this low, where the current low is, right? It's not really a point where we can anchor. So I just keep going, because again, I don't want to necessarily just enter just yet. Knowing how the market is at 9:30, I can almost guarantee we'll do some type of pullback. All right. So here on this 15-minute time frame, guys, what I would love to see, okay, is from this high to this current candle, green candle right here. If this current 15-minute candle at 9:30 does not break that low, it will do a pullback. All right. That pullback will give us the opportunity for us to catch that short. All right. So I'm not going to enter on GBP CAD just yet, but what I want to do is I'll set a price alert for right here. All right. So if price comes up there, guess what? It will alert me. Okay. Correct, Jennifer. CAD is pinged to oil inventories. I like to say it's a commodity currency, because it's pinged, pegged to like oil, and stuff like that, crude oil up there in Canada. That's another good thing that you absolutely brought up. Actually, I didn't check for the news, so let's do that real quick. Like she said, there is some news coming up, right? This is the BOC rate statement. This has to do with interest rates, guys. There's no way for us to really track this unless you're actually watching that whole speech go on. This is something that we can actually track if you guys knew how to do or know how to do fundamental analysis. Always, guys, usual effect actual. If the actual is greater than the forecast, that's good for the currency. As you all can see, I mean, they've been pretty spot on for the last few years, right? It's not going to really do too much, but be good for their economy possibly. But again, you never know. After that, at 10:30, our crude oil inventories. How you guys feel about that? All right, it's been trending pretty up. It's been trending pretty good actually. So we should see some movement a little bit on that. So we'll just be careful, guys, this morning at 10 o'clock on the Canadian dollar, though. Okay, that's something to be mindful of. Another thing that I have not, I guess, necessarily gone over with you guys or done with you guys, or would you look at that? Is checking the dollar index itself and the VIX. These two time frames, or these two instruments, I should say, it's important or imperative to pay attention to them on the higher time frames, especially the daily. Our dollar index. That's going to give you a feel for what the dollar is doing itself. Is it gaining strength or is it losing strength? As you guys can see right here, it's losing strength, right? Also, it's at this key level, monthly strong key level, but it's losing strength still. Something to be mindful of. Okay. Another thing that I check is the VIX. You guys may or may not be familiar with the VIX, but the VIX is a strong indication of the S&P 500. Not only that, it's a strong indication of risk on or risk off, right? Is it a buying climate or a selling climate? That's what I mean by risk on, risk off. What happens with the VIX, guys? It will range in between at the low side, at the very low, 10. At the very high side, on average, no more about 50, 55. Okay. Yeah, it's shot up and wicked up there a few times. But if you look back at the history, it's ranging in between 10 and at the high, 50 and 55. And what this is telling you guys is, of course, like I said earlier, risk on and risk off. When it's up here in the 50s, guys, that means, things are risk on. People are buying. All right. It's a high level of risk. People are buying. People are buying. When it's at the lower side, that means it's risk off. People have sold a lot of stuff, right? So it's not too much risk. There's not too much risk in the market. And the reason why I'm saying it like that is to get you guys to understand that, a lot of people like the risk on. The higher the risk, the higher the return type of thing, sort of say, right? The higher the risk or the higher the number on this VIX, the more volatility is available in the market. That's what the risk on, risk off means. Okay. So with it being pretty low right now, and at support, we can honestly expect, or I would expect, things within the next 2 to 3 weeks to turn around. Okay. This is a 30-day type of forecast when you use this VIX. Okay. It's like a 30-day type forecast. That's why I said within the next 2-3 weeks. Okay. So I understand that it's risk off. I also understand that our dollar has been losing strength as well, right? Which goes along with the risk off. People are selling. That's how they coincide. So let's go back now to what we were going to look at. We were looking at GBP CAD, and I said I was going to set that alert, which I did, right? So we're waiting for that alert to activate here on the hour time frame. Okay, it may not even activate. It just depends, of course, like I said, on the market. And 10 o'clock, with this being a CAD, we may see some stuff happen. All right. So we got that alert happening right there. The next currency we will look at until that actually comes across would be, or what is it, GBP USD, and then we'll look at Euro GBP, and then whatever you guys want to look at. I don't want to keep doing that. So this alert came in. Oh, look at this. This alert came in on, what was it, GU, on the 4 hour. Okay, so let's go look at it. What X off of you? All right. Here's our AIRO, guys, at 9 o'clock. All right. You got the bounce. Here's your AIRO. Now we should be going. Here's the thing. It's currently on a retracement, right? So let's move up. This is, again, what we want to see. This move up is what I personally like to see after I get an AIRO. The reason why is because I know that, hey, when AIRO pops up, especially on these higher time frames, it's usually because it broke some type of structure. Now here's a retest to it that gives us a better price, or a better entry for this kind of price, I should say. Okay. So let's check this out on TradingView. Gotcha. So let's check. Oh, here's GU right here. All right. So again, guys, I'm gonna go through my little spill. You all can see I've already got my quarter theories marked up, my quarter points and stuff like that. What I need to do is do it up above here, right? This is all fresh. There's nothing up here, right? So how do I even know where it's at? All right, let me just start going Hamilton real quick. Let's say monthly, and it goes at $1.50 even. The next one goes at $1.55. It's a midpoint. Oh crap! I'm not that high yet, Corey. $1.45. Sorry about that. Boom. Excuse me. And then we've got a quarter point here. $42.5, and then we got another quarter point here. All right, boom. Now, what I guys want you to see, again, as I went over a couple of weeks ago, this institutional level right here at 142.5. I didn't go off the wicks, did I? No, I used price. So that's a indication of me, to me actually, that price may be looking to reverse. Okay. So the way this will work, if you see this wick right here, this is a zone, guys. That's where's my box? This is an area that I feel people tend to forget and leave out, is the wicks. Some people say, ignore the wicks. I myself, I personally always tell people, if it painted on the chart that high, if we go to a lower time frame, there is a full bodied candle in this wick somewhere, guys. So that is a indeed high of that candle. Even though it didn't close that high, that is indeed the high point, right? So we have to be mindful of that. Now, when price comes back within this same wick or this high point and stalls out like that, there's things that we're looking for. Okay. And the things that we're looking for is On a bull move like this, we're looking for the wicks to be at the top of the green candles. What that signifies is something called exhaustion. That means price is hitting a resistance or a ceiling and pulling back. Okay, it doesn't want to go that high. That's the first thing you're looking for. Second thing you're looking for, guys, is the number of times it attempted to surpass this high over here. So here's one time. All of this is two times. Here's your third bump. So if you look at this as one push, second push, a third push, right? Those three pushes, again, never broke this high. That's something to be mindful of. The third thing to be mindful of upon these pushes is what happens after the bull candles. What type of candles are at, or what type of bear movement or candles form after these pushes? So after the first push, bearish engulfing. Second push, bearish engulfing, right? A third push, another bearish engulfing. On this fourth push, this sets a lower high than this, and this would be a 1 point, 2 point, 3 point swing point high. So all of that is indication that, to me, it would want to go short. Now, with this being on the daily time frame, guys, man, there's a plethora of pips that you can catch, and we're only focusing on catching 20 to 30 pips at a time and compounding that, right? So all of that's from my daily time frame. Drop to my 4 hour. Let me go over here. 4 hours showed you guys the different I might as well go ahead and buy this thing one day. The 4 hours shows you guys the three different points, or the four different pushes, right? First push, second push, third push. Your fourth push over here is lower high than your high. Swing high 1, swing high 2, swing high 3. That creates the swing point as a whole. On this last push right here, what do you guys notice? A nice bearish engulfing structure with no wick, little to no wick at the top, meaning that if I was to draw a line right there, there's some type of structure that it didn't want to cross, right? If I just do it like that, boom. So over here, right here, right here, all of this, guys, is something that you want to pay attention to and be mindful of, okay? I know this is a consolidation, and it honestly could go either way, but reading off the price action and what AIRO gave us, that's what we're going off of. It said short sell. Price action, my price action is currently agreeing with the short sell. This current green candle is giving us prime opportunity for an entry. So where do you enter? When do you enter, right? I can feel from this high to this low, since this is now an inside return. And what I want to see, or what I love to see personally, is price come back into a deeper type of retracement, hitting somewhere in between the 618 and the 886. Coincidentally, where is this entry zone met with, right? That same blue line from the 4 hour structure chart that I had highlighted, right? Or even on the daily. So are we going to enter on this short sale just yet? No. I've got my 4 hour structure chart. I've got a 30-minute entry setup. So what I want to do is I'll set an alert right here. If I had it right, I would set alert right here at the 618. So $1.41.675 pips. That's where I would set my either a pending or an alert to come back to this chart and then begin to analyze it again for a short sale. I see, good question. Jennifer asked, do you just use the 00 and the 50 and not the 25 and 75 quarter points, and why? So let's go back to that real quick. I think it's on the daily. Excuse me. So when it comes to institutional levels, right? These quarter points, or the quarter theory, highlights the strongest institutional levels based off of round whole numbers. Okay, so that's why you see like the nice round even whole numbers right here. Now, that's just for the main, I guess, institutional levels of support and resistance. Now, when we drop down to like a lower time frame, and price gets in between. Where is it? Let's just do a 2 hour. Price gets in between this line and wherever the next quarter point is. What is this? Oh, so 142 25 or 142 500, and then all the way down here at 140 even. That would be 250 pips. Okay, so from this line to, let me zoom out for you one more time. From this line to this line is 250 pips. From this white line to this red line is 500 pips. So from this line to this line is 250 pips. What we do is we break down from this point to this point into another quarters, and that's when we'll get into like the smaller 0.25s, the 0.50s, and the 0.75s. I just haven't broken down that far with you guys yet. If that helps you out, Jennifer. All right. Let's see. Now, what we're looking for, guys, is for an area, an opportunity to go short. Okay. We've already seen the momentum happen. We see the pullback. We got the signal from AIRO. What I want to do is after this pin bar on the next 15-minute time frame is when we'll the next 15-minute candle at 9:45, we'll probably enter or come back to it actually. What I have noticed though is with AIRO on the higher time frames, it will, some of these signals will give you the opportunity to catch this pullback or let the market pull back, pull up your fib, and then get in at a better price. So we're going to be short on GU. We're going to be short on GBP CAD. Let's just take a look at that one more time real quick. I don't think this was the one I was on. Here we go. So as I mentioned, at the support, I'm not really going to enter because, of course, boom, here's a pullback that's happening. Now, how big of a pullback's going to happen, we don't really know. We're just going to wait it out, guys. All right. Yeah, so small time can use more of the points and when you need it. Because correct, Jennifer, that is correct. So we'll let that happen and let that play out. The next one I said we were looking at was Euro GBP. And this one was a buy, which makes perfect sense, right? We're short on a pound. So if the pound is losing value, most things against it should be going up, right? So again, what I'll do, oh man, what is this from? Let's see what happened right here. I always like coming back to these little things, right? All right, so ABC up. Here's a longer ABC correction before a nice pop up, all that good stuff. Let's get this off of here and redo it so I can see what is going on. All right. Here's our daily time frame. 4-hour time frame. Let's go to the daily. Well, I like to call this pattern a shark fin. If you all look at it, it's like a shark fin. This is a nice bullish setup. Also forms as a bear setup as well. But I am heavily bullish. I do agree with the buy signal that AIRO gave on the Euro. Let's take a look at that first and foremost. We gave it on the 4-hour and the 1-hour. Perfect. That buy arrow came at 9 o'clock. Boom. That's wild. No, this came at, that is so wild to me. I gotta get this timing down. So here's the arrow on the 4 hour, and then we had this arrow come as well, right? So it's already kind of made its move, guys, but that does not mean that it's done. You can't really get into it. Absolutely not. Because if we look on the here on the daily time frame, we've got this bounce right here from the low, a higher low, higher low, higher low. All of this right here is just a retracement, and now we've got a hammer and then bull momentum, boom, it should still pop up. I feel confident enough that we can collect 20 to 30 pips. So what am I going to do in this instance, right? I'm not just going to enter. As you all see, it's kind of making a doji or a spinning top. I'm going to look for, like I did on the GU and the GCAD, for the retracement to happen. It's bound to happen, right? Definitely bound to happen. So let's go check it out on TradingView so that way I can mark it up a little bit clearer. All right. I'm gonna pause right here, check out AU real quick. All right. Hold on, I just seen that. There might be a. I'm not seeing that short opportunity yet, my man. Not just yet. This bull momentum came back into this level right here with all this consolidation. After that bear move, if it was still going to go short, it should at least broke the 50 EMA, but it used it instead as support. And ever since then, you've got boom, engulfing, little no wick at the bottom, and it should be heading up. If we go to the daily chart, this was not a clean break of structure of the 50 EMA. So it reversed. Now you've got these 1, 2, 3 days currently finding support up on that EMA, and it should be popping up. To confirm that, I use the MACD. I'm actually going to go long, guys, on AU. To confirm that, you see this MACD right here. I use this MACD, guys, as like extra confluence to kind of judge momentum. Okay, there's a few different confluences within this alert. I'm sorry, within this indicator itself. First off, being the histogram or the bars themselves behind it. So here was the last red full bear momentum, but this has been drying up. Bears have lost momentum. My moving averages right here, they also seem to be crossing upon this green histogram bar popping up above the 0 level. Okay, so that's just added confluence. Now to put this in context with you guys, this bar right here, this red bar right here, was this last red bar right here. Ever since then, the bulls have pretty much taken back everything. So that's why I'm not going to go short on AU. I'm going to follow the bigger momentum on this one. All right. And honestly, with that daily looking like that, I feel confident enough to excuse me. So here's what's going to happen, guys. You all see this formation, this kind of like bowl. So what I'm waiting for is the teacup handle to form. Okay. So what the teacup does, it's a bearish, it's a bullish type of setup, which you see this cup right here, a cup and a handle will form. That handle is formed by this bearish momentum. And as I mentioned with you guys earlier, I don't like to enter trades when they're already at some type of support or resistance. So if I'm going to buy this, guess what I want to see? I'm not going to enter just because I'm going to look this handle form, this retracement form. I would feel from this high, from this low to wherever this high is created at. Let that retracement happen, set either a pending or market execute before I enter on this buy. That's just me personally. Does that mean you can't enter right now? No, that doesn't mean that, because if we look at the higher time frames, they're definitely going to pop up. It's all a time thing now, right? So to limit my drawdown and to limit my stop loss being so wide, I like to enter upon the retracements of the lower time frames. I figured it would hit at least a single red candle or a couple of red candles. If you see that on the lower time frame, especially this 15-minute guys, I mean, those are opportunities where you could, enter. So here's what I'm speculating so far, guys. All right, I'm going to type this in the chat for you all. Boom. AU, we're looking, so that way we can keep in track, right? Looking to go long. GU, GC, I'm sorry. GU, I believe, was long as well. If I'm not mistaken. No, we're looking to go short. That's right. British pound is losing. GBP. So that's what we're speculating right now, guys. Okay. Well, you look at this. So AU, we're looking to go long. GU, GCAD, we're looking to go short. EG, we're looking for long. Okay. Here on GU currently, short, pull back. 10 o'clock comes. We'll see what's happening. Here's a nice A with a nice beat. Let me write this out for you. On this chart, you got A, wherever B is going to complete at, and it might do like a C type of thing. And then that'll give us a short opportunity. Excuse me. Then we've got GBP CAD. GBP CAD, I'm actually going to enter in right now. Ooh, get off of there. Okay, so I entered in short, guys, on CAD. I set by these terms and conditions. Boom. So we'll just let that run a little bit. I'll put AIRO on it. Boom. Then we have, so I entered in CAD, short. GU, we're not ready yet. Okay. If this next bull move doesn't cross this high or break any type of structure, and if you see like a pin bar bear move, that'll be your entry, okay, on GU. Kevin, personally, I aim for more than 20 pips. I typically aim for more than 30, honestly. But when I'm teaching and training and stuff like that, 20 to 30 pips is suffice, especially when you're just learning and you want to start building that confidence. And honestly, it helps to compound quicker. So that helps you out. Let's see. Thanks, Chris. I'll go back and check that. I'll definitely go back and check that. I think you might be right. Yep, you were right. Appreciate it. Why is it not right here? There we go. There we go. All right. Appreciate that. I took GCAT on, I believe it's the hour time frame. Well, no, this is a 15-minute time frame, but let me go back to it for you guys real quick. We got the alert on the 1 hour and the 4 hour earlier for GBP CAD, right? We saw this, all the upside. I wanted to see it come up a little bit higher, but it may not. So instead of missing out on the pips and the move, drop down to a lower time frame. I saw this consolidation, just pull back, whatever you want to call it, right? And it failed. Honestly, this is almost a 382 type of retracement. Almost. If I put the line up there, it's a 23% type of retracement, which is a shallow retracement. And if I go even higher, it's even more shallow, right? So I feel confident enough, especially with this pin bar, and no signs of any type of bulls, even on our higher time frame, we can catch this move down. So that's why I entered. Let's check out. I don't know why my typing's off today, boy. Let's look at GU. What's going on, Michael? Or is that Michelle? Mike. Okay, there we go. What's going on, my man? I don't believe we're allowed to. Oh, look at GU. Came up to this 3-2. I don't believe we're actually allowed to give like TPs and stuff like that. So if you can just collect your 20 to 30 pips, that's fine and dandy. What I will do though, I'm not going to tell you. I will pull up my fibs. Okay, I'll pull up my fibs, and I'll let my fibs kind of decide what I want to do with it. Or I'll take a zoomed out picture or a zoomed out look, and I'll see where my next available support or structure area may be at, right? So collect your 20 to 30 pips or hold it into your next support level. GPU cash for 1 hour, 1H or 15. Okay, so Saeed, we got the AIRO on the 4 hour and the 1 hour. When I was on the 15-minute, all I was doing was simply looking for a better opportunity. So there's a couple of different. I'm gonna type this out for you guys real quick. 3 time frames to check when I get an AIRO. One has to be a structure chart. Oh, hold on. A structure chart, an entry setup chart, and then my price action entry. Now, the structure chart, okay. The structure chart is 2 time frames higher than the AIRO alert. This is the time frame that the AIRO alert comes on. 1 to 2 time frames lower than the AIRO alert. Okay. So this is how I use AIRO, guys. This This is called time frame correlation. It's something that I use with Sherpa. Okay. It's not nothing that I have time to teach you guys today, but once I get everything going, I will definitely teach you guys time frame correlation and Sherpa to help you guys, of course, with bag and learning AIRO. Um, GPP cat 33 pips already. Booyah. That's good, right? That's what you guys want, right? That's what we need. So on this GCAD, right, we got the alert on the 4 hour and the 1 hour. So no, actually, it was on the 1 hour. The 1 hour then becomes my entry setup chart. Okay, that's my entry setup chart. So because that's my entry setup chart, guess what I have to do? Kind of similar with bag, you have to take that zoomed out image or that broader picture. I zoom out a time frame. So instead of going to the 2 to 3, I don't even really use these guys. I use the regular standard MetaTrader 4 time frames. Keep that in mind. So instead of the 1 hour for my entry or just going off the 1 hour, I can take a look at the 4 hour, but I definitely want to pay attention to the daily time frame because the 1 hour and the 15-minute time frames are what's correlating with each other. Okay. And everything that I've seen on the higher time frames was in agreement with a short sell of the British pound. It then became about when or where, right? And to get that, that's when you go to the lower time frame, so that way you get that precision. You can see what's happening inside this 1 hour candle, right? There's four 15-minute candles inside this, guys. Okay. So we can look at the price action and see what's going on before it even really shows on the hour time frame and get in and control your drawdown and your stop loss. That's what Sherpa is about. Okay, it's a whole system that honestly helps you remove your emotions and enter in a systemic type of robotic fashion, honestly. But that's something I will teach you guys later down the road. Later down the road. So Gloria, I hope that answered your question. We got the alert on the 4 hour and the 1 hour. We used the 1 hour alert, went to the daily to reference it to see where the momentum was headed, where it could go, and all that stuff. That's what these blue lines are, right? Stop loss, entry, and then a potential take profit. And then we entered with the price action from the 15-minute time frame, a lower time frame. Good. All right, let's check out. I think GU might have made his move too while I was explaining. All right, so check it. If this comes, so this looks like a boom, boom, what it's going to be doing, some type of move like this, A, B, Z, A, B, C. Not GU's not quite ready just yet. Let's check out ERGBP real quick. EG may be ready for its move. Let me see. EG is another one, guys, that I'm actually just going to market execute. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and enter in EG, and then I'll deal with a little bit of drawdown on this one myself, honestly. So let's go back to EG.
My supervisor entered floor support for me, so I just have to help people until 12. And then
Oh, that's fire.
But I have a meeting till 4 o'clock.
Oh, that's fire. All right, so let's check this EG out real quick. That boy's taking off. Still going to enter because you're probably like, why the heck are you going to enter, right? Honestly, guys, if we look at this daily time frame, look at all of this upside. Do you think I'm not going to take this trade? You're crazy. You're crazy. I will just deal with the drawdown. That's what I'm going to do. Actually, before I even put that all the way down there, I'm going to let's see. I'm gonna leave it right there for now. I'll move it later. But so I entered in long on EG, short on didn't shoot, short on GCAD. No problem, no problem. Oh man, I really got to pull that up. I need to see it. Show us that yellow right up, please. I need to take a screenshot. Yep, I sure will. I will definitely show that to you guys. Give me just a second. What was it on? GBP USD, was it? Nope, GBP CAD. I've also got something else to give you guys, honestly. So while you guys are screenshotting that, let me get this up for you guys. It's the risk management calculation. I don't know if you guys know how to do your risk management or anything like that, but let me see. Where is that at? Give me just a moment, guys. Hold on. Let me pull this up for you. I want to say, let me pull this up. Here we go. If you guys can take a screenshot of this right here, the calculation, how to control your risk. Let me see. Take a screenshot of this, please. This is going to help you guys tremendously, because we know, AIRO doesn't necessarily give you your, your stop loss or your take profit or anything like that. So sometimes you guys may be over leveraging. Okay, right? This whole breakdown right here will show you guys how to stop over leveraging and risk a certain percentage based on your account size. So please, please, please screenshot this, keep it by your trade station and use it. It's going to help you guys and it's going to prolong your trade career. I guarantee it. I'm going to check out Odd. He gave us some price action. Yeah, I'm long on EG, guys. So let me check out Odd real quick. I forgot all about that. Thank you for bringing that up. Boom. All right, bet. So how do we read this right here, right? On this 1 hour. Because I think you had it long. I believe I was seeing it short, or it might have been vice versa. I can't really remember. No, I think I was seeing it long and you were seeing it short, which is perfectly fine. So this is the long move that happens, right? Let's go to the 15 minutes so we can see it. Here's that long move that happens. Here's the reversal. That last push before reversal. Now, here's how I look at this, right? I was mentioning, guys, to you earlier, the cup and handle. Okay. This is a teacup. This is a teacup pattern. A cup and handle. Let me actually Google it for you so you guys can see this. Teacup forex. You guys see what's going on, right? Let me zoom in. You guys see this cup handle, cup handle, cup handle. Now let me go back to this chart. Cup your handle. This is the area where I would be looking to buy. right? And if we go to a higher time frame, we already know that it's bullish momentum. Bull momentum, retracement, support, bull momentum. It's just going to take some time. So I would definitely be buying AU off of this cup and handle. Just not just yet. What I want to see over here is some type of bullish price action. Because again, even though this is a cup and handle, nothing's ever 100%. This is a mini cup and handle, right? Right here. If you look from this high to this low, cup, mini handle, what happened? Boom. Here's a larger cup. Here's the handle forming. We have to let this handle form. And then boom, you'll pop it up long again. I want the entire PDF. Listen, guys, my training is 24 hours long, okay? Broken up over like 11 to 12 days. That PDF is going to take you some time to get into. It's crazy. Let me see. No problem, Jennifer. I always try to give a visual, guys, when I'm teaching. That's why I've got like a PDF and video, so that way you can read and you can get the visual, right? So let's see. After we check out yeah, I'll check out GJ. And then honestly, let me look at this 5 minute. But I'm definitely going to go long on AU. It's just a matter of when, right? Just letting that. Ooh, if you're looking to go long on GJ, guess what? This may be your opportunity. I lied. I definitely lied. Definitely lied. You see this engulfing right here? Even though it's an engulfing candle, it's an engulfing candle off a strong monthly key level. This red midpoint right here. Okay. I still believe. Um, Go ahead, Riley. Go ahead, type your question. I got you. I still believe it still has at least another push before it'll go long. So what I would expect, if it's going to go long, it's going to go long with this structure over here. You'll see another push down, and then you have to see some type of price exhaustion. And what I mean by that is, it'll push down long, push down short and pull back, right? This is something that you want to see, that price exhaustion or this price exhaustion, something like that, where there's a lot of wicking, no full body candles that are going too low before you pop that long. Excuse me. Yes, ma'am, Miss Deb. That's why they call me the professor. All right, let me see. Hey, no problem. Hey, Kevin, I greatly appreciate that, bro. That means a lot. I've been at this, like I said, approaching 8 years now, and I've honed a lot of different things, and I try to just pass that information down to people. So I appreciate that greatly. Thank you. But yeah, GJ, I don't see it ready just yet. Even here on the 30-minute time frame, this engulfing candle, yeah, it pins towards this blue support right here. But in order for me to take that long, this next green candle or next couple of candles definitely can't cross this line. And then you want to see the momentum of the green candles overtake the momentum of the red candles. So as you can see, these are still very momentum, very full body candles versus the green, right? This is what you want to see if you're going to go long versus this right here. So don't go long on GJ just yet. Let's see. I can check out EU and then we'll take a look at gold. Okay. Let's see. EU and gold. Let me get this off of here. That is so wild. No, I don't want that off of there, but I want this stuff. So that way I can look. All right. Oh, this is old drawing stuff. We can get off. Clean my charts up a little bit. Come on. What's this, the daily? All right, bet. Let's go. Let's get into the EU, guys. So, what is something that you guys notice about EU on the daily time frame? What are you guys seeing as far? And what I'm asking is, what are you guys seeing as far as this region? Let me shade it for you. As far as this region right here, what are you guys seeing? Now, there's no right or wrong answer, by the way. I just want to know, what do you guys see, or what do you guys feel about it? So that way I can kind of like correct you or help educate you a little bit better. Yes. Poop. Mhm. I do sessions Wednesdays and Thursdays, New York. It's a consolidation. It's an uptrend. Nice, nice. Okay, okay. Double bottom, breaking structure, retest, ranging, rejected in the zone, still going up. Nice. Okay, great. So those are all great answers. Those are all proper answers. Those are all correct answers. It is in a bull trend. It is in a retracement. It is in a consolidation or a range, and it also is heading up towards resistance, right? Those are all correct answers. Now, what we have to do with those answers is define them and clarify, okay, a little bit more, okay? We have to come up with some parameters. We have to, how do I say this? We have to be precise now, okay? Move with precision, I guess. So, and this is how we do it. I'm gonna show you guys how we do that, okay? Because like I said, none of you guys are incorrect. You just have to be more precise with it now, okay? So, starting with the daily time frame. The daily time frame is a super strong time frame for structure. It also takes days for setups to play out and for moves to play out, right? So, here's what we're going to do. We are going to pay attention to, when you start, guys, at a fresh chart like this, you pay attention to the broader picture. And with this being on the daily time frame, we don't have to really take too big of a broader picture. So I'm going to start with this high and go to this low right here. Okay. So starting from this high to this low and recognizing all of this right here, let me draw this for you. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. A, B, C retracement. After that C retracement, I didn't break this structure, right? You see this change in momentum. That's what we want to see if we're going to go long. So drop down to a lower time frame to see where is a nice potential entry opportunity, where we could put our stop loss, and where is an area for potential take profit, right? This is where we begin to define our risk, okay? And again, to get you guys to train your eyes, A, B, C, okay? Let me mark this up for you. All right, so waves 1 and waves 3 tended towards equality. Wave 2 was the steep retracement. Wave 4 was the sideways consolidation type of retracement. Then you've got wave 5. After that, you see the ABC retracement. Even though this ABC retracement did cross below the low of wave 4, guess what it did? It immediately reversed and came back into that level. Okay. So all of that is perfectly fine. As I said earlier, nothing is ever 100% in Forex, right? Even though at this low, it did the break of structure rule. When it reverses like that, there's nothing we can really do about it. Okay. So after the ABC correction, you now have wave one, sideways two. Let me do this for you guys. You got wave one, sideways two, wave three, steep four, and then we're currently on wherever wave five may hit. I honestly feel wave five and wave one will tend towards equality, market symmetry. Would you look at that? Which will give us all the way up here, right? And for us to try to collect some pips on this if we were to do that. With we had the dollar index losing value and losing strength, which would push EU up, right? This is on the 30-minute chart. Let's go to the hour time frame to see what's happening. This is crazy. What's happening over here, man? So we see this high at wave three, right? And we see this single candle that broke structure and met more resistance right here. Let me put that line on there so that way I can start training your eyes. Oops. Boom, right there, right? So in order for me to go long, guys, in order for this wave five, because honestly, wave five might be symmetrical with wave three, right? And if that's the case, which it looks like it is on the here on the 1 hour because it's not doing a perfect clean break of structure above this wave three high, you should see it reverse. And on this upon this reversal though, you'll probably see it come down probably back around here. All right. So on this EU, this isn't something that I necessarily am going to enter just yet. Let me analyze a little bit deeper. Definitely want to analyze it. Use the 4-hour structure, and I will actually be going short on EU. All right, so let me point this out for you guys real quick. Boop, boom, 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 boom. Now I can feel from that high to that low. Perfect. It did perfect. Inside my entry zone, it's wicking, right? That's my 4-hour structure. 30-minute entry setup. Here's my entry setup. Engulfing candle. Now I can go to either the 15 or the 5-minute. Oh, look at this. Yeah, I'm entering short, guys, on EU. Let me see. I didn't even have an arrow, but I'm just gonna new chart, and I'll be conservative on this one a little bit, and I'll just sell. I will put arrow on here though, just because it may show me something that I missed, right? Okay, so we're shorting in the supply zone, which is cool by me. Even though arrow gave a buy opportunity right here, it already hit your supply zone. Enter in short, not a clean break of structure here on the hour time frame. 15-minute. Look at this huge engulfing candle, right? Huge engulfing candle. What we want to see, set the high, come back down, collect you about 20, 30 pips, guys. Let me get out of here. So that's EU. And that this retracement, guys. Oh, I'm sorry. Boom, let me go to right here. Get that off of there. Hey, there we go. I'm loving it. I'm loving it today, guys. Let's collect some bread back from from London session, right? We all lost, I think, a little bit on London session. It just happens. It's part of the game, though. And I think I may have gold in my watch list. Yeah. Dang. I had gold marked up for a little bit, huh? That is absolutely wild. I'm telling you guys, man, Elliott Wave works. It does wonders, man. This is wild. So this has been marked up for a few days, I think, since maybe the last time we hopped on, maybe. And I am going to go. Ooh, I'm gonna use 4 hours my structure. Okay. And honestly, what I'm seeing is, yeah, it's finding support right here on the 50 moving average. But if you all notice on this engulfing right here, it had some exhaustion towards the top. And so if this candle here on the 4 hour closes bearish, especially on the 4 hour, then we'll be looking to the short side of it. Um, the 1 hour is giving us a different view of that same setup, right? Here's that 4 hour candle that had a lot of exhaustion, no real full body candles like this or like this, right? You got wicks on these, meaning there's indecision when they're on both sides, and the bodies of them themselves aren't even full like this, or like this, or like this. That's price action. So now what we have, yeah, I'm definitely about to hit this short, man. Gosh, that looks so good. And then if I do take this short, guys, I will definitely have a tight stop loss and just hold it probably to the 18.75, which is going to give you guys more than enough pips, honestly, to cash out. So what time is it? At 10:30. Let me check this 30-minute time frame. All right, perfect. So here's what you can do for a nice entry on a short. I'm on the 5-minute time frame right now. Okay. And what I could honestly expect is a pullback on this 5-minute time frame to this area before the next short opportunity. That's what I'm expecting. Now, if this current candle just engulfs this green one, then I'm going to market execute. Okay. But for now, I want to see this pullback come. And this is a small pullback. We're on a 5-minute chart. What we're looking at, guys, right? Um, and the reason why I'm expecting a pullback is because of this price exhaustion at this structure right here. All right. So you've got this push that wicked, this push that wicked, and then this wide spinning top, right? This current candle closes at 1025 with a wick towards the low, and it may form as a hammer or a dragonfly doji. If that's the case, it still will pull back, guys, which will give you a discounted price for that sell. So I'm not entering just yet. I just want to wait for it to finish this retracement, probably somewhere up in this region, and then I'll enter. To the back. Outside, back. And then I'll check out odd again. We got price on GJ 30-minute. I'm seeing bullish and go within those same 1 hours. That should hop in. Correct. I'll check out odd and I'll check out GJ again. Let's check out odd. That teacup handle didn't work out for us. Hey, let's see. Well, hey, you never know. Yeah. With this being the 1 hour time frame, I'm going to check out the 15 and I'm going to watch at 10:30 to see what type of price action happens at this structure right here. Because this would be the huge cup and handle. If we get a pullback, then yeah, I could see it go long. But like you said, with this being heavy bear momentum, and then checking out this 15-minute chart, I mean the hour chart, you could go from a teacup to a shoulder, head, and a shoulder. Let's see. That's down. Go back over. That's super down. All right, yeah. That's perfectly fine. Okay, cool. So on this instance, like I said, we have to wait. We wait it out. It's that structure support, right? But higher time frames is giving me bear vibes. If it can close and get cross below this 50 EMA, it's going to give me bear vibes. So I do agree with you on that one, Kevin. Sorry about that, Kevin, man. It happens. Like I said, nothing's ever 100%, right? But hey, at least you collect a little profit. You can't go broke securing profit. Just know that. I'm sorry, look for so entry building 5 minute for gold. My entry will come on the 5 minute for gold. Correct, Gloria. And then on this odd U, if we go short with it like EU, it will come from the 15 minute after a slight pullback. Hey, we're gonna get you trained up there, bro. I promise you. I promise you. So y'all wanted to look at odd and then I think GJ again. Perfect. All right, so check this out. We see this is something that honestly I think could possibly happen on AU if this structure. Okay, so listen, guys. Whenever you guys see like momentum like this, any type of momentum that fails to break structure, right? Momentum failed to break structure, and then you see heavy momentum engulf. That's usually what's going to happen. Okay. For instance, let's see here. This is the momentum. Here's heavy momentum right here, right? This will entice you to go long, but it doesn't break structure. So then this will also engulfing will entice you to go long, but it doesn't break structure. So then you got to reverse, right? If you do the 3 candle break a structure rule over here, you will catch this move. What else? So on this push right here, guys, and this engulfing, what I do is I wait, even though this is on the hour time frame, I wait. If I to be super confident as a new trader, I would wait for this candle to close and for the next candle to be halfway through. Okay. Now what I do is I'll go to 15-minute chart and read the price action. So what we're looking for is we've seen one push, a second push, reversing momentum with this engulfing candle off of this pin bar. I want to see after this push right here, I still want to see some type of push towards the low that doesn't break structure. A swing point, guys, is created by 3 points. Okay, it takes a minimum of 3 points to create a swing point. I want you guys to remember that. And this will be the first point. This will be the second point. That third point will be somewhere over here. That third point on this setup would be a higher low than the middle low. The third point on a sell setup is going to be a lower high, right? So you got 1 point, 2 point, 3 point. On a higher time frame, that's a swing point. So on GJ, I would, hey, if this closes like this, the next couple of candles probably might dwindle down, but they won't break structure. That'd be your opportunity to go long on GJ. You know what, Kevin? I'm actually going to I'm gonna reach out to Nate about doing a pre-London session because the way I do my London, it's very different, bro. I do a set and forget. Okay, I do my London um during the later part of Asian and before London even opens. I'll either market execute or set a pending order, set my stop loss and take profits, and I go to sleep. So I do miss a lot of Nate's London sessions, but more times than not, I wake up in some sort of profit though. So it's this is it does take a little bit to get used to, but it's an awesome, honestly, it's an awesome strategy that can be implemented with AIRO and stuff like that too. So it's not out of the question though. Definitely not out of the question. All right, guys. So we're gonna start wrapping up. Um, is there anything you guys want me to go over, take a look at before we wrap it up? Go over GA. Yep, I can go over GA. GA used to be my bay, man. GA used to be my bay. I would say GA. Let me go back to GJ. What do you see? What do you see, Shay? They're not 100% identical, but what do you see? They do look a little similar. I would definitely be looking to go long on GA, especially with the AU dollar. I mean, with the Aussie dollar dropping. Honestly, I'm gonna enter on GA. Let me look at this real quick. I'm gonna enter long on GA. Yeah, definitely gonna do that. So hold on. What about the rejection though? The rejection where? The rejection at this low? So let me cover this for you real quick. So here's a rejection engulfing. Let me go to the hour time frame because yeah, maybe I'll hold off. Yeah, maybe I'll hold off on the long. That's GJ. I'm sorry, wrong chart. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. All right, here we go. Hour. Let's go to the 4. All right, I misspoke. So check this out. 4-hour GA, right? Notice this momentum right here engulfed it, but it hasn't broke structure. Going back to what I just said probably a few minutes ago, whenever this is happening, I like to let this second candle be halfway done. With this being on the 4-hour, I honestly would wait until about noon or so before entering because that next 4-hour candle is not going to open until 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And I will be on the short side if this closes as a spinning top or a doji, because I'm going to continue the momentum first of all, right? Go short with it. Continue the momentum first of all, short, and then this will be a spinning top, and then that next 4-hour candle should have a lot of heavy momentum, and that would be the perfect 3-candle break of structure. So I can't enter on this just yet. Um, I will monitor it and watch it, okay? Because this current candle again, I at least want this candle to be closed on the hour chart, and then have the next 11 o'clock hour candle be halfway done. So yeah, you're correct. I almost spoke prematurely right there. Didn't check my bases. I appreciate you. Which time frame are you looking at the rejection? Flat top candles, no wicks, and flat bottoms. . Mm-hmm. Yeah, okay. So show GCAD short. Is gold ranging and then EU. All right, cool. I'll get to all of that, guys. It was on the 15-minute. All right, bet. All right, so check it. Remember me saying from this high to this low, any type of inside return is just a retracement, right? That still stands. Um, all of this still stands true. So just going along with the higher time frame, I could fib. See, this is a 302 retracement. I want to honestly see it come a little bit deeper, but sometimes it don't even do all that. And it'll just hit this 382 and then do a very steep, strong type of move away from it. Anytime it hits the so okay, so let me back up. The reason why I say if it hits this 382 and rejects and it'll be a strong, steep move, each retracement level, guys, has different characteristics for the move after it. The deeper the retracement, the slower the move after. So if this is going to be a shallow retracement to the 382, it's going to be a quick move after. All right. So on this one, let this retracement happen. Let me see what this daily. I'm gonna check this daily one more time. Mm. Yeah, we're on the short side, boo boo. We are definitely on the short side of GA, just not in it just yet. Okay. So that's that one. Let me check out CAD. Boop. Let's see. That's a 15-minute. I'm still using the 4-hour and the daily. I see a lot of downside to it, so I'm just gonna hold that one. It may do a little bit of retracement, may get us in some drawdown, but I'm definitely still gonna hold it. So this is what we're currently in: short GCAD, short EU, long on EG, and that's what we got, guys. I'm gonna hold these until they each collect about 20 to 30 pips. GCAD though, I may hold a little bit longer, honestly. Check on gold, and then I'll check on NU. Let me see. No, gold isn't necessarily consolidating or anything like that. It's just it's an hour. We're on a higher time frame type of move, so it takes time to play out. That's really all it is. It's just gonna take time to play up. Hey, there we go. Just gonna take some time to play out. It's not really gonna just drop all the way down the hill just like that. So yeah, you're still good on gold. Now we'll check out NZD USD. Holy crap. Shoulder, head, shoulder. 1, 2, 3. This 1, 2, 3 thing, guys, is called a 3 drives pattern. Okay. Let me show it to you. Now it doesn't always happen picture perfect, picture perfect like this or anything like that, right? Where you got 1, 2, 3 before reverse, or 1, 2, 3 before reverse. That's just a bullish 3 drives pattern, right? Let's go back to it. You got one push, two push, three push, and a reverse. I'm short on NU. I may actually, holy crap. I'm short on NU. I'm actually going to enter and just deal with some drawdown if it gets in the drawdown. And the reason why I say that is because of all of this potential downside here on the daily time frame. That's hella pips, guys. Hella pips. So, what do you do in this instance? Do you just enter blindly right here at this support? You can if you want to. Just understand you'll be in drawdown, like I probably will be in. Or you can wait, go to a lower time frame, 15-minute, 30-minute, 5-minute, see some type of retracement happen, and then pop it. I promise you guys, a small retracement on a lower time frame isn't going to take away from anything. It's actually going to add. Okay, it's going to add more pips. So just be patient, sit on the hands, let that retracement happen. Even a single candle pullback is better than just entering immediately. Okay. Mm, okay. Let's check out NGD CAD. And then I'm going to read your question one more time. All right. So I gotta see where your entry is at. 871 1 86423. All right. All right, cool. Now I know your parameters. Okay. All right. So let's check out the daily time frame. All righty. Can it get down there? Don't know. Let's check out not the monthly, definitely not the monthly, the weekly. That's a good question. All right, so let me walk you through this through my mind real quick. All right, so we're on the weekly time frame. Okay, everything is still closing below the 50 moving average. This engulfing is what we want to see. This pin bar right here to the high of this bull candle is what we want to see. Now, here's the only thing that bothers me. This wick that this candle barely closed beneath, that this candle reversed and came back into, this actually made a higher low, closed at a higher low than right here. That's the only thing that bothers me. So if we go to the daily time frame, we can begin to look at this, right? One hit to the low. Pull that up. One hit, two hit, your third hit. Upon this third hit, it almost created railroad tracks. Not quite, but almost. I want to be mindful and pay attention to that. So what's going to help me determine if it's going to get down there is my MACD. All right. My MACD is telling me that the bulls have dried up or are losing their momentum, which is what we want to see. Okay. With you already having your stop loss in profit, probably very, very in profit, I honestly would just hold it. If it doesn't get there, then retrace it on you, hit your stop loss, guess what? You still won. You know what I'm saying? So this is a great way to control your greed. I'm not too sure if you're familiar with doing a moving stop loss where it moves automatically so many pips once it gets so many pips in profit. I would recommend probably doing like a, what is this, NZD CAD. probably a 20 to 25 pip moving stop loss. So that way you can really keep a lot of the profit that you already are in. But I do honestly feel it could reach down here. Now, will it reach down here today? Can't say that for sure. I do expect some type of pullback, but I would say it would reach that. Just keep your moving stop loss. You do the moving stop loss, guys, from the actual MetaTrader 4 desktop program. You can't really do it from from mobile just yet, I don't believe. And if I can recall right, dang, how do I do a moving stop loss on MetaTrader 4? Hold on, give me a moment, guys. As you all see, I'm on a Mac and I don't really use MetaTrader too much. I use TradingView. So on your stop loss, let me figure this out for you real quick, guys. Been years since I used this, honestly. Boom, 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 boom. Ooh, actually, let me do this right here. All right, so excuse me. I believe it's under when you click on your order, under modify order, right? Under your levels where it says points, and it has like 15, 10, 20, that is going to control, I believe, your moving stop loss. So what that does is for every 20 points or whatever you set it at, for every 20 points that the trade goes in your favor, it's going to adjust your stop loss automatically for you. I believe that's how you do it. I'm going to actually Google once we get off the call and double check that. But I believe if I recall right, that's how you do it. Oh, well, hey, there you go. Christopher got it. I appreciate you, Chris. All right. Well, hey, GCAD. We're up 13 pips, EU 6, -4. Nothing too bad. Pretty good morning so far, guys. Just let them run, right? That's all we can do. No problem, no problem. I have NZDUSD on MT4, but I can't add it on AIRO. Any idea how this comes? That's a good question, Kevin. Are you missing any other currency pairs other than NU? Or why? I'm not too sure why you wouldn't be able to add AIRO to it. I would honestly contact support. I don't have an answer for you on that one, bro. All right, guys. It has been a great day, or great morning, I should say. Very informative. If there's nothing else that you guys want me to cover, I will be calling it quits for today. Oh, I'm sorry about that. So to do your trailing stop loss, guys, right click on your order, right click on the price, or right click on the green line. And then under that pop-up menu, it will say trailing stop. Just adjust the amount right there. So let me demonstrate this for you real quick before we hop off of here. I appreciate that, Chris. So on this green line, right, just right click on it and it will say, damn, where'd it go? Things under trading, sell limit by limit alert, the order. Wait, maybe I already have one set. That's wild. Okay, so I right clicked on my stop loss and under trailing stop, you got 15 points, 20 points, 25, 30, 35, or you can do a custom. So if I wanted to, I could just click this on 15 and it will automatically adjust. Oh, I don't want to do that though. Holy crap. Come back up here. All right. And that's how you do it. All right, guys. If there's nothing else, no other questions, those are the three orders we're rocking with. You guys can monitor GA and GJ for some more potential setups, and then collect your 20, 30 pips, and hopefully recoup some money that we lost in New York, right? You guys are very, very welcome. I'll be back at it tomorrow, guys, same time, 9 o'clock. We'll probably do another 9 to 11 type of session. What else? I hopefully you guys got a copy of that. Oh crap, it did it to me again. Hold on. Let me cancel stop loss. Anyway, all right. So you guys are very welcome. Monitor those trades, or hey, collect them, guys, and I will see you guys tomorrow morning. Very welcome, very welcome. Let me check make sure there's no more questions. Great. All right, guys, you all have a great day.